I had fun with this, you know? Jack Kesy as Red. I bought it. Adeline Rudolph as Bobby Joe's son. Jefferson White as Tom Farrell, who I believe is from Yellowstone. Like, I like this mix-up of characters. Where are we going?
We're about to go movies or not? Do not take your kids to watch this movie! I like magic.
What the fuck did we just watch?
Half of the fucking movie is about the Joker.
Huh?
But yeah, it's a decent movie.
Hi everyone, I'm Ronan Unchained, here to do a review for Hellboy, The Crooked Man. It is the fourth adaptation of Mike Mignola's magnum opus, if you will, his biggest creation, and it's gone full indie film vibes. Directed by Brian Taylor, written by Christopher Golden, who is a long-time author. I think he's collaborated multiple times with Mike Mignola. Mike Mignola as well had a hand on the script, and Brian Taylor as well, the director. We meet up with Hellboy and Agent Song delivering a demonic entity, and it goes wild, sideways, literally and figuratively, and now they end up in the Appalachian Mountains, if I'm not mistaken. And there's this weird witchy vibe going around, and there's at the tail end of it is this being called the Crooked Man. And I believe there is a comic book based on this story. And you know, the first trailer, first teaser dropped, and I was like, huh? Okay, I mean, the character looks closer to what I grew up seeing with Ron Perlman, and probably as close as the books do, but like, why does it look low budget and whatnot? Which it is low budget, and dare I say it, it's almost a strength to this film. Like I said early on, I had a blast with this film. An hour and 39 minutes, perfect sweet spot time for this movie. And some gripes I have with the film, nitpicks if you will. Some of the dialogue was good, and that there was a word or too many in the lines. I'm like, just shave that off, it would have been smoother. And then the first half, I'm in. It's fun. It's got this weird vibe where it's just like small area. It's not saving the world. It's not the preventing the apocalypse. It's just like another Tuesday, another Thursday night where we have to go deal with something in America in the 50s. The second half pacing does feel a little off. Sometimes it is too slow. But man, when the needle drops and the little bit of score with the guitar hits and Hellboy is on his mode, it is a blast. Again, I haven't read that book, and my connection with Hellboy as someone who is a Hellboy fan is based on the first two Guillermo del Toro films. Now, I have read at least one story, or technically two. I have read the Giant Robot Hellboy first issue, which I did open up a statue unboxing for you if you want to watch that. But I also have Hellboy in Mexico. What I like about this one is that they cut right to the chase. It's just like, and people who interact with Hellboy aren't too like, oh my god! It's just like, oh, we heard about this fool. What the hell do you want? What are you doing in our town? Are you here bugging us or what? Are you gonna fix things? So I like this nonchalant vibe that the film had, and yes, some of the CG is bad, but in comparison to what we've been getting in these giant tentpole movies, for the low budget it has, with the vibe and the lighting, sometimes I could deal with it and be like, you know what, this is just the side of it. And I think this is nowhere near the Del Toro movies, but it's a good spin-off, continuation of adaptation of this character in live action. Bring back Jack Kesy as Hellboy and Adeline Rudolph as Bobby Joe's son. Bring them back and I'm game. Joseph Marcell as Reverend Watts was in it as well, which I thought was a cool thing to see because I grew up with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I believe the gentleman who played the Crooked Man, Martin Basendale, like just creepy, weird, and just the right funk. Again, he wasn't trying to take over the world. He wasn't trying to initiate the apocalypse. It was just like, hey man, I want something, you're in the way, get the hell out of my way. Unfortunately, this didn't have a theatrical release, which I think it would have garnered a nice small release. You could line it up even as a great B movie, and for October, perfect. Just, it's only gonna be in theaters for a month, go watch it. It's less than 2 hours for people's attention span, whatever they have you. Yeah, I had a blast. I didn't love it, but I would, for the right price, I would buy this on Blu-ray. I would add it to my collection. I think that's my review for Hellboy Crooked Man. I'm gonna look into the graphic novel. I'm gonna look to the comics, see if I can find it. The biggest compliment I can give these actors and the approach to this film was like, hopefully this isn't the last of this group. Just get a little bit more money and keep it simple. Keep it simple like this story was, and don't go too bombastic. But hopefully you enjoyed this review. I recommend you go check it out. It's worth watching. And hopefully you have a good October festivals.